How do you see this game unfolding?
Well, I'll give you the I'll give you two. I'll give you two. I'll give you the
Okay.
vibes, and I'll give
Okay.
you what I think is probably most likely.
Okay.
Which one do you want first?
Vibes.
So vibes. I went to Seahawks facility yesterday. And I was asking Leonard Williams and Adam Dirty, the defense coordinator, and a couple other guys, like, why is it so hard for rookie defensive tackles to defend the run? Like, why is it so rare to find guys that can do that? And they just went on and on about how much, you have to learn in this league. And I won't give you the whole spiel, but the basic gist was, like, I just don't think the 49ers have the horses on the inside of their line to go up against the run offense and this offensive line that the Seahawks have. I would have never said that in the last 10 years. Like, just
Right.
either part
Right.
of that, I would not have said in the last
Because
10
it's been the
years.
Seahawks offense line has been paper thin and the Niners D line has been one
Terrible.
of the best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now when I look at it, I just don't see it. You could put 5 guys on the line, you could put 6 guys. I just don't think they have the horses. And
Yep.
so from a Vice perspective, I think the Seahawks are going to run the ball a lot. I don't think it's crazy that they could put up well north of 150 yards on the ground against the 49ers. I think that the Seahawks defense is a good match for the 49ers offense, and Mike McDonald spent an offseason, going through it. And so I've got the Seahawks winning this quite a bit from a vibes perspective. Like, I think it could be 35-17, somewhere around there.
Mhm.
From a analytical perspective, like, actually, like, what's most likely, I think the Seahawks get out to a fast start, especially offensively. I think that Brock Purdy and the offense make it a close game in the end, make everybody sweat. I think the Seahawks probably end up winning by a touchdown. So either way, that's how I see it. But I could definitely tell you ways that the 49ers win this game. But you probably don't need me to, because I'm sure everyone watching this has a million different ways that the 49ers are going to win.
Well, I picked the Niners to win on Tuesday, and my thought process was, I mean, this is the healthiest the Niners offense is going to be all year. I mean, they don't have Ayuk right now, but Trent's healthy and Kittle's healthy and McCaffrey's healthy. But now I don't know. I mean, if he doesn't play in this game, I'm not picking the Niners to win without McCaffrey. And here's the other thing about the Niners. Take the McCaffrey question out of it. I think it's just as big of a question is their entire defense. Is it good? Is it bad? It might be bad. It could be great by the end of the season, but week one, Michael Williams hasn't even played a preseason game. You don't know what the defensive line has, what it does well. It might be legitimately a bad defense. I don't even know. Whereas with the Seahawks, the defense is good. And the offense probably is going to be okay to start the season. The Niners offense should be good with Christian McCaffrey. Without him, we saw it last year. It was inconsistent at best. And again, the defense, I have no idea what to expect from it. I don't think they do. Maybe they do.
You said that the Niners defense could end up being good. I kind of would need to hear, like, what would have to happen for the Niners
Michael Williams would
defense
have to
to be
become
good.
really good. Bryce Huff would have to have a bounce back season. D Winters or Nick Martin or both would have to become like Dre Greenlaw types. Bernardo Green would have to take another step. Malik Mustafa coming back, he has to be better than he was last year. Marquise Siegel looks pretty good, but he has to keep playing. I mean, so many young players would have to like rapidly improve over the course of the season. 5 or 6. Alfred
Yeah,
Collins.
I see a Niners team who I love the young secondary that they've got. And I think that those guys can grow. Lenore, Mustafa, I really liked. It's a shame that he got hurt and it's going to take a little while. But Siegel, I think, is interesting. Renardo Green is interesting. But I think Upton Stout, by the way, I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of. I don't think there's a lot of great defenses that are secondary first. And the front seven for the 49ers, Bosa and Warner, are all-world guys. But there's a lot of Jags
Yeah.
outside of that. And so it's hard for me to see how a team that was like one of the worst defenses in football last year by a lot of measures is going to be one of the best this year with the changes they made. I don't know.
You got Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh, I've talked to you about this. I thought Robert Saleh led every great defense in San Francisco during his 4 seasons when he was with the 49ers first time. How many of those were top 10 defenses in terms of points allowed? 1. And that was Nick Bosa's rookie year. When Nick Bosa got hurt the next year, they dropped to 17th. So I don't think they have anywhere near like the DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, DJ Jones, Dre Greenlaw, Aziz Al-Shaair, like even Charvarius Ward. Like there was a K1 Williams. They had a lot of dudes on those teams. Obviously Hufanga's gone. So I just don't know that he's got the horses no matter how good of a play caller he is.
Yeah.
We'll
to
see.
me, if the Niners lose this game, Kenneth Walker runs for 150.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to that.
Should be an entertaining start to the season for sure.
Doesn't it feel like whichever team loses is going to be really bitterly disappointed? Although if Christian doesn't play, the Niners can give themselves a little excuse. But if Christian plays and they lose, they're going to feel like, how? Why? And I think the Seahawks feel the same way. I think the Seahawks legitimately expect to win.
That's one of the craziest parts is Seahawks fans have not gone into the matchup with the 49ers for the last few years expecting to win. The hope was just don't get humiliated because their roster is way better and their coach was way better. Now, I think Seahawks fans expect to win. Like they are confident that they're going to win. And 49ers fans from everywhere I'm seeing are equally confident, if not more confident, the 49ers are going to win. So yeah, there's going to be one side of this that is really, really down come Sunday night.
It's a great way to start the season. I still think that the Seahawks are the Niners' biggest rivals. And I think the reason that is because the Seahawks fan base is so good. Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code COHN, C-O-H-N, and download the app now. Like the Rams fan base doesn't exist. The Cowboys have 8 rivals, but the Seahawks have this little brother. Like the Seahawks look at the Niners the way like the Giants look at the Dodgers. It's like, you guys think you're a bigger deal than us because you're in San Francisco, but you're not, and we hate you. And I love that about a rivalry. I think it's perfect.
It is. I mean, I remember when the 49ers fans and team didn't think twice about the Seahawks. And it really wasn't until that 2012 game, the year that 49ers went to the Super Bowl with Harbaugh, when they came up to Seattle and got absolutely smoked. And all of a sudden from there on, like all of a sudden the Seahawks kind of owned the 49ers, and 49ers fans did not like that.
So I remember that. I covered that game. It was 2012. The week before, the Niners beat Brady in New England.
Yeah.
They were.
Kaepernick was going crazy before that.
Yeah. And like, to me, it was like, oh my God, they're going to win the Super Bowl. They just proved it. So me and my dad were sitting at the Metropolitan Grill at the bar, and the bartender or the waiter came over to us and he was like, so we were like, oh, we're covering the game. We're made out of town. Like, oh, cool. Who do you think's going to win? And we like laughed. We were like, the Niners. And the guy was like, oh, you do? Like, that's interesting because they're not going to win. And I'm like, did he see last week? And if I remember, the Seahawks whooped the shit out of the Niners. Whooped the shit out of them, didn't they?
They did. 42-13.
Yes. Yeah. So that was, I didn't know that was happening.
That's the thing. Like nobody pays attention. The Seahawks leading up to that game, they beat the Cardinals 58-0. They went up to play the Bills in Toronto, beat them like 52-30. Like they had like all these like they just completely turned into that LOB team. But like they're Seattle. Nobody cares. So I think the Seahawks are back to their Seattle. Nobody cares. And the question for this team is, man, do they have dudes like you've been saying that can make this more than just kind of a mediocre team? I'm looking forward to Mike McDonald versus Kyle Shanahan, man. I think that's going to be a fun one to watch too.
It always is. Brian, thank you so much for coming on my channel. I really appreciate it.
Happy to do it, dude. See you soon.
I'll see you up there. All right. That's Brian Nemhauser, the Hawk blogger, the famous Hawk blogger. He did a great job. Thank you again for coming on. I got some super chats and we'll get out of here. Nick Kithcart says, Brian, that's what they do in Seattle. They're big on this right here. Yeah. Grunge. No, I like Seattle. Seattle's one of my 3 favorite road trips. Seattle, New Orleans, New York. And I get them all in the same season. Me. New Orleans back to back. New Orleans is so great. Because it is the South, but it's not the South. It's America, but it's not America. It's like going to the moon and having a good time. It's a lot of fun. Can you see a firing midseason for too many lumps? Nah, I don't think so. Not midseason. Good question, People's Niners. Also, what's so great about New Orleans is like, I'm only in town for 2 nights usually. And I don't get to do that much. Like I'm not going to museums and stuff. I want to get a nice dinner And, some places you're just going to go to the Capitol Grill and call it a day and have a good time. But in New Orleans, they have all this unique, incredible food that you aren't going to get anywhere else. So I enjoy that. Peter says, shout out Mama Ayuk, but also, why does it feel like we are cursed? Sick of this. Man, just go watch Lombardi later today. He'll walk you off the ledge. He'll make you feel a lot better. That's what he's here for. He is, you know what I mean? You just leave his therapy office, come to mine. I'll make you feel bad, you go to his. He'll make you feel good, come to mine. That's how it works. Ajaz says Seahawks special teams were awful in preseason. Niners special teams was awful in 2024. Who loses a special teams battle worse? Maybe the team with Jake Moody. That's a thought. Okay, guys, that's my show. Thanks for watching. 3,600 concurrent people watching. That's a lot. I appreciate all the love. I'm sure you guys are mostly here for Brian Nemhauser and Christian McCaffrey updates, which I couldn't provide. Tom Pelissero acted like he had an upgrade, but I mean,